So with Gary Corcoran from Double or Quits. Gary, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
First of all, Double or Quits, what do you do?
So Double or Quits is going to be the first of its kind in Ireland. We're going to be a competitive gaming website that allows players of all skill levels to compete in matches and tournaments for cash and rewards. But I suppose we're more than just kind of a one-trick pony. We're not just a tournament host and a kind of betting website. We want to build a community, because after all, that's what gaming is. It's a community. So we want to be a part of that and not just intrude upon it. So underpinning all of our website, we have gamer profiles so people can have their own slant. There's social media integration so people can take the gaming and take it to social media, share gameplay and share experiences with each other.
It's interesting concept. Where does the idea for this come from?
Well, it came back from when I went to Google Startup Weekend last July. So originally I didn't actually go in with this idea. I went in with a student job search app that funded. So I work with a bank, so basically it would offer finance as well. It was called Judge Match. If anyone's watching this, they better not steal that in case.
It's patent pending, is it?
Exactly, yeah. And then we kind of came together. We won it as Bookie, and one our concept there was to be a bookmaker on esports. And we kind of quickly realised Paddy Power have a lot more money than we do. There's a lot more legal cost. It wasn't really viable for a startup to come in and start eating the pie of Paddy Power. So we quickly pivoted. We kind of said, I play FIFA with friends all the time. We put €20 on the line and we go, let's go. So we said, we shouldn't have to go over to a friend's house to do this. Let's just we charge a small platform fee and we facilitate it. So
talk to me a little bit about your I suppose you're getting your branding out there as well, because I follow you on Facebook, on your Facebook page. But is it difficult to get that message out there? Because I see a lot of stuff that you share about video and the gaming industry and stuff like that, but not a lot about what you actually do in terms of betting and stuff like that. So is that because you haven't necessarily launched properly yet, or how are you kind of going about getting that message about?
Yeah, so we actually yesterday, when I was saying, it would have been the first time, because we were because of this FIFA competition that we have coming up in July. It's free to enter and free grand prize, and it'll be PS4 purely online. So I just had to get that plug in there. But because we took a step back on, we're just basically pushing this FIFA too much. No one really fully understands what we are. So you'll see now over the next 2 weeks that we're kind of getting the message out there that we want to build a community that's not there at the minute in Ireland. It's there in England, but it's kind of, again, more focused at your top tier or your top 10%, whereas we want to build it from, like all sports, we want to build it from the ground up, your 90%.
I know particularly in Asian countries as well, Korea, Japan, things like that, esports betting has been around for quite a while as well. How do you kind of break yourself into that kind of market? Because I know esports now has gone massive. ESPN is buying into it and all of these kind of channels too. So where do you see your market share going, I suppose, in the next couple of years? Is it just going to be Ireland, or are you going to be global? Or
no, so we actually have people signed up from Ireland and the UK. But just touching on your point, so it kind of comes down to the kind of cultural aspect of where you're targeting. So for PC, or for Asia, PC is big. For Eastern Europe, PC is big because they have free-to-play systems. Whereas where we're targeting is Ireland, UK, and the US. They're focused on consoles. They're happy to pay for their consoles. They like the way consoles work as opposed to PC. So that's where our kind of footprint is going. And in terms of the model, there's not many people working in the console because there's not as much APIs available. It's not as automated, which kind of is a bit of a barrier that you kind of have to overcome. But again, if we're going for kind of the fun, the casual aspect, the 90% versus the 10%, so we're going for the long-term success rather than your short-term value. So I think we can hit a lot more people with a much broader service.
And how do you do that as well? Because obviously you need money to scale and stuff like that. I know people like Enterprise Ireland are very, very, very hesitant about giving people in the betting industry or connected with the betting industry money. So how do you go out there and scale a company to the size that you want to scale it at, knowing that there is at least one possible vendor who will not give you money?
That's the question on everyone's mind. Like you have VCs who are kind of taboo, but like we were talking to in Lucy today, like there is people as well who are dying to get into this space. So we've talked to people. There's a lot of people in the UK in the gaming sector, and they really like this space. So we're just kind of at early stages of introducing ourselves to these guys and trying to get our message and explain to these people. So again, we're at early stages. We do have enough funding to keep us going. But again, the lights will turn off eventually.
Absolutely, as they always do for every startup if you don't have money coming in. And speaking of that, sales, I know you have about 2,500 people already kind of signed up to the service as well.
Page, yes.
Is that going to be a soft launch and just kind of get out there and see what works, what doesn't through what you're doing, or is this going to be a big kind of marketing bang, this is us and this is what we're going to be doing?
No, so this is basically a soft launch. So we're actually doing a soft launch next week.
A softer than soft,
exactly.
A feather touch launch.
So we're going to get 250. So we sent out a survey yesterday to kind of get a feel for who do we actually want on the site that would literally rip us apart and make sure that what we're giving to people, the user experience, is what they want to see. So they're coming on next week. We're gonna let them know, let the registrars invite, all the good stuff. And then this competition in July is more so just to show people like we do mean business here. Like the 3K, if you look at prize money, it's going to be the fourth biggest FIFA competition ever online. So it's just a sign of intent that we're here. But as you said, it is just a soft launch. We're not going with a big bang going to America saying everyone come on to us, because there will be a lot of teething issues with the website, and even I'd say the user interface could change a lot if people go, I don't use that, or I don't want that. That's irrelevant. So it's just it's going to be a teething.
I've often wondered as well, I don't know whether you can answer this or not, but in the betting industry or the bookies office or whatever, if somebody makes a lot of money, if somebody puts like $100,000 on somebody to win, do you have like betting insurance that you have to take out in case there's not enough money literally in the pot that you can back up, or how does it work?
So we're basically at the start,
or do you have maximum bets or something?
We're just an intermediary. So if someone wants to bet 100,000, it has to be matched by another 100,000 of another customer. So we only charge a small platform fee on them betting. So at the minute we have effectively no risks to.
So is what you're doing versus betting?
Exactly, yeah, head-to-heads.
I see.
You can also join tournaments. So if you pay an entry fee of €10, there's 8 of you guys in it, then that makes up the pot. So you can choose to create your own tournaments, or again, we'll have these large-scale tournaments for the. We won't have 3K tournaments every week now, but they will be coming around.
In time.
Exactly. So look, this week we put the feelers out, because obviously we're more than just FIFA. We have Rocket League, Call of Duty, Halo, Gear, all these games. So this week we put the feelers out about the next big one is Call of Duty, and again straight away lads telling us what modes they want, how many they want on a team. So there's just good traction there in Ireland and the UK.
Has the stories of things like DraftKings and FanDuel, has that posed a bit of a shot across the bows of getting your house in order before you kind of go out and do these kind of things?
Exactly. So basically in Ireland, we're considered a gambling company, and that's that. So we have taken a conservative approach and got all the licenses we need for when they do go, right, you're a gambler, you'll play. Because in America at the minute they have the game of skill, game of chance. If you're a game of skill, you can bet on it in America.
I like the way you went. Game of skill, game of chance.
But it's just because effectively it's the exact same thing, except you're in control of the outcome, which I agree you should be able to make money off your own skill. So I think it is right, and that's why I'm just a bit pissed off that Ireland hasn't come to the game of skill element, because the UK has it as well. But yeah, like if you look at, I don't know if you know there's skins betting. Do you have any interest?
No.
So skins betting is basically Counter-Strike. Okay, you can buy a gun, and the value of this gun is determined by the rarity of this gun, and so on. And there's kids betting guns worth 100,000, and these guns have genuine monetary value, and the average age is 14, and these are betting them. And soon after, the computer goes out the window, so you don't know what happens when the dad realises his credit card is 50,000 gone. But like, this is effectively underage illegal gambling. So the regulators are going to come in and they're going to clamp down, and that's why we've taken a conservative approach for when they do that.
Absolutely, yeah. People are starting to file into the auditorium, so you should probably fill up. We're on the main stage. You're taking over the main stage for this. But if people want to find out more about you, what you do, how you do it, and of course get involved in all of the great things that you got going on, how do they do it?
So if you want to sign up at www.doubleourquits.com, the beta will be up launching soon, so if you do sign up and you are interested, get in touch. You can obviously find me on LinkedIn, Gary Corcoran. The Snapchat name is Double Our Quits. Twitter name is Double or Quits, and then Facebook name Double or Quits.
Fantastic. Gary Corcoran for Double or Quits. We've got to get off the stage, but thanks very much.
Thanks, Milk.